Hello, my Seo Knights. Welcome back to another video where today we will be reacting to Season 5, Episode 1 of DanMachi. And I am excited because DanMachi is one of my favorite fantasy shows because every season gets better and better. Like the first one was generic trash. It's ecchi trash that everyone knows and loves. But as you kept watching, they actually did a lot of interesting things, especially going into Season 3. And then Season 4 was just peak. Anything with survival situations, interesting character backstories, and like the moral dilemma of like, you know, despair versus hope. I just love all of that. So we're getting back into this world. I'm excited. And we're going to see how this plays out. And if Season 4 was any indication of the quality of DanMachi, I have absolute faith that Season 5 is absolutely going to kill it as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into the reaction. Okay, what's going on here? Of course. How to pick up girls in a dungeon, of course. Yep. Bill has so much unspoken riz, it's great. Yep. Everyone's infatuated with him. But to be fair, I do love Belle because Belle is actually like one of those wholesome protagonists who kind of deserve all these girls vying for his attention. Yeah. Ooh, interesting. Different type of opening. Yeah, I don't know. I love his design. I think the white hair and red's very distinct. I love his armor. I love all of the upgrades in the show. And most importantly, I think just the world. This is one of my favorite fantasy worlds just to think about. Because dungeons, you go deeper. That's where the danger is. But you have sort of this paradise on the surface, which is really cool. And then you have gods, of course, like factoring into all these Greek gods. Yeah, all these people from mythology. Super cool, like Cassandra. She's also great. I love her like character development. But yeah, like I think that he's genuinely such an amazing character because he always strives to become better, right? That's like the whole point. Ooh, so she's gonna have like a major focus then. I'm assuming this like waiter or waitress. Again, DanMachi also does a great job with exploring characters. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Like when they actually like try and put in depth, they like kill it. So, oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Sounds like a new fun arc. Ooh, okay, okay. More fights, more fights. Okay. Going back into this world. Came level 2. She's like, what is that? I love Lily. I also think, I don't know, I just love the idea that like she's like the smallest member of the party, right? And she carries like the biggest backpack with all the equipment. I just think that's so funny as the supporter role. Yeah. And I do like every character is like integral and they have their specific powers, right? To relate to it. I guess everyone's getting announced that they're leveling up. How harrowing the expedition was. Yeah, I thought for sure they were gonna catch bodies. Yeah, Season 4 was so peak. Yeah, the deep floors. Such an interesting concept too. And if you want to feel like true despair, watch season 4. Because season 4 ends with such a great cliffhanger for its mid-season. Yeah. Oh, everyone's vying for Belle's attention. They're like, oh, Belle. Yep. Extraordinary, yeah. That's true, Wolf. I think Wolf is also such a cool character. Because he, like, forges swords. Like, I don't know, I just love a character like him. Where he's, like, kind of that, like, best bud. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I think it's funny though that like they're waitresses, but they're also like full-fledged adventurers. A Saporelli? This year's successful artist? The goddesses of fertility. Oh. Oh? Ooh. Yeah, a little bit. She's been avoiding you this entire time. I think something did happen, Belle. You just didn't put 2 and 2 together. He just wants to talk to you. I mean, he did help her overcome her trauma, so. Yeah. Also went through that, yep. You louse. Last thing. I'm taking garbage out. Again, I think also like the funniest thing is like she's like one of the strongest characters in DanMachi, and she's a waitress by day. Yeah. Yeah, your heart's beating fast. Ryu. Oh no. She probably knows something's up. I never know how to hold myself back. Well, it's the first time you're experiencing these emotions. They're gonna talk about it, but I'm glad because her whole thing was all about revenge. So now that she's having more normal emotions, right? Yeah, she's getting used to them. She's not used to it. Yeah. Poor Belle. He's misunderstanding. Everyone should go talk to you. I'd still get in trouble for taking too long. Yeah, the person who took her in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, there's gonna be a huge focus on her then. See, it'd be funny if they go into all like the waitresses' backstories and they ended up being like the most like complex characters in all of DanMachi. That'd be really funny. It is a change of pace though with her hair. Yep. Right on the money. Mm-hmm. Ooh, making moves. Again, my man Belle has so much riz. It's great. It's deserved riz too, earned riz. Well, I owe you my life. I want to pay back your kindness. Seer. Yeah. See, this could all be solved with the harem ending. That's all I'm saying. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. It's impossible to live in. Ooh, okay, okay. Invitation? It's probably the goddess, right? Freya Familia, yep. Yep. Is it like a gala or ball for the festival? Is that what I'm assuming? Horn? Ooh. Nameless. I wonder if she's gonna be more important later on. Yeah. A love letter? She's freaking out for no reason. But to be fair, it could happen. Oh? Seer? I guess it was a love letter. Oh, she's not gonna like this. Cassandra? What's her face? Send a letter, my Belle. A ceasefire? He's like, wait, what's this with the ceasefire? Mm-hmm. I'm guessing Miss Sears part of the Freya Familia, right? Yeah.
それはないだろう。とてもファルナを刻まれてるようには見えない。以前の春姫殿のようにファミリア所属の非戦闘員という
A non-combatant? I feel like there's something that's... Yeah.
リリは相手がシル様だという時点でその憶測は意味がないと思います。だってあのシル様ですよ。いつもニコニコ笑って冒険者も神様も誰彼構わず仲良くなってる方です。ネームレスが使いに来たって納得してしまいます。確かに違和感はないな。かもしれないけど。
That's true. I think she is a part of the Freya familia, though.
そのシルってことは会ったことがないんだけど。ベル君にいつもお弁当をくれるって。
Give her. She gave lunches to Belle. Looked in shadows. I mean, both can be true. What's her face? That's interesting, though. Yeah, what are you gonna do, Belle? Visit Miss Sear tomorrow. Yep. Oh, more fan service. I just had a friend to look. Okay, so she isn't part of the Freya familia, right? I think it was inviting him casually. Ooh. Ah, more fan service shots. I mean, this is DanMachi. Oh no. Oh no. Ryu, I'm sorry. Okay, we saw them in the opening, so they're probably important. Ooh, triplets. Or quadruplets. This guy looks crazy too. Yeah, I feel like these are going to be the antagonists this season. Our honorable patron, Ladies here. Report came from Horn. Ooh. Oh, are they gonna try and interfere? Wait, so she's more important than... Okay. Our mistress is governs over fertility. Why not save ourselves and just assassinate Belcranel? Yeah, you don't want to mess with Freya. Okay, so it seems like Seer is going to be more important than what we were led on to believe. So it'll be interesting. Oh, and there's Belle. This is one of her pranks. You have to know, Belle. You have to know. You're not that dense. There's no way that's the case. Yes. Good idea. Oh. Also, sound design in DanMachi is peak and doesn't get talked about enough. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. That's clean. This is why we love DanMachi. Also the action. Ooh. Well, this is just like the plot of what is it? Scott Pilgrim. Gotta fight all these guys to get the girl. Hayden Selin. I'm taking you with me now. You have no choice. That's it? We barely got anything. What? Hold on, is there more later? Here, I'm skipping ahead. Oh, yes. There seems to be more. Cool. I was like, that's way too short. Okay, let's see what this cliffhanger is. Mm-hmm. Freed from the shackles of goddesshood. Mm-hmm. Decision flies in divine will. Ooh. Mm-hmm. For a chance. What's she gonna say? If that boy figures out the truth about you. I knew it. There's some importance that she has, right? She has a role to fulfill. That's a fair trade. That's a one-off game between the goddess and me. Interesting. Okay, so that was DanMachi, season 5, episode 1. So many interesting things going on in the background here. We're getting, of course, returning to just daily life after the events of season 4, the escape from the dungeon. Now it feels like Arario is going to be like the world of Arario, which is everything on the surface level. That's definitely going to be the main focus of the season, right? It's all the festival stuff that's going to be interesting. We're getting Seer is going to be the center, according to the opening and what's been going on with the plot. Apparently, she has such a huge importance to the plot now because she is directly tied to Freya, to the point where Freya's own personal assistant delivered the love letter. So it's interesting to see, okay, what is going on behind, what is the mystery, right? What is going on behind the scenes? Why is Seer so important? That Freya, basically, she has to ask Freya for permission to do things, right? You got Belle, still being awesome. I think Belle is one of my favorite characters because he's just so innocent. And unlike a lot of harem protagonists, I feel like he genuinely cares about the people around him. and he's just striving to be a good person and an even better adventurer. And you don't really get that with a lot of ecchi harem shows, because a lot of them focus more on the fan service and about like getting the guy with these characters together, even if they're like two-dimensional. Here you definitely feel that, they have layers. They're more than just, side pieces to Belle's eventual harem. Now, would I be upset if they went to the harem route, right, where he ended up with all these girls that like him? I actually wouldn't be upset because, again, the way that Belle is treating everyone, I feel like he would still be very romantic and very compassionate towards everyone. And marry them out of like a love for them rather than like a lustful, gaze that a lot of these other protagonists have. But it'll be interesting to see because you have Seer now being the focus, and it was a little bit heartbreaking to see that Seer, what was it? It was Ryu asked Seer for, or the other way around. Sorry, Seer asked Ryu for permission to date Belle because she understood her feelings. But the problem is right now, Ryu is going through sort of a crisis, and I even mentioned it in my reaction where, she survived, of course, the events of season 4 with Belle. She survived the Juggernaut. Somehow they managed to do some incredible things in the deep floors. So, of course, that she was able to take out the people responsible for, her entire familia's death. But also, she also overcame trauma. And because she's no longer on a revenge arc, she's freed of that. She's freed from the shackles of revenge. These other emotions are coming in, as you can see, where she's very confused. It's very comedic, but it's also fair because honestly, she doesn't know if it's right or not. Should she feel the certain way about Belle? Should she accept her romantic feelings that she's definitely feeling, right? The fast-paced heart. But the problem is that she doesn't understand it because it's the first time she really feels this way. Especially because most of her life has been consumed by revenge. To the point where, she was willing to sacrifice herself to not get anyone else involved, just to find the people responsible and take them out. So it'll be interesting to see if she's going to be brought back into the story somehow, if she's going to help Belle sort of appeal to Seer. Is she going to play an integral role, or is she going to be more sidelined for later seasons? So it'll be interesting to see there. You also have this council that I think that's, I'm assuming that's Freya's familia right there, the circle that they were talking with the quadruplets. There was the dark elf, I think, and then the other elf, the older elf, that fought Belle. So I think that's the familia of Freya. So we're going to see what they bring into season 5, because season 5 is you saw them in the opening. They're definitely fighting Belle. So what's going to happen where they're going to go into a full-on conflict, especially with the fight right now where Belle was just walking to the tavern and then he got ambushed. So lots of questions, very good things to come. This was a very strong episode. Lots of it was talking, but it was also a lot of world building and a lot of character exploration that I wasn't even expecting, especially coming from Seer. And I just can't wait for episode 2, especially because episode 1 at least ended off with some action. So you got to see a little bit of a hint with it. And it did remind me of the fights of season 4, which were really good. So I have a good feeling about this season, and I can't wait to see where DanMachi goes from here. And yeah, I'm excited. So we're going to be reacting to DanMachi every week alongside ReZero and Fairy Tail. So if you want to catch my reactions, you can do so on my channel. So be sure to hit that notification bell and hit that subscribe button because it will definitely help me out. And also tell me that you guys want more of this. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. I just wanted to share my thoughts on this new DanMachi episode. And yeah, I thought it was good. 10 out of 10. I'll catch you guys in the next one.